Hello everyone, ARG back with some more Franchise Key Manager 8, playing as the current day Ottawa Senators and trying somehow to do better than they are doing in real life. So last time out I went 3-4 in October, which is not too terribly disastrous, but of course we don't want to have too many losing months or else we're going to be we won't be making it to the playoffs. That's kind of my goal for this season. I'm not sure that it's gonna happen, but that would be nice. As I left off at the end of the last stream, I had put a claim on Morgan Geeky that's on waivers here, so we're gonna get to see if we get him. I'm not making a trade just yet. I'm trying to figure out my team still, so we're gonna go ahead and play November today and then see where we're at after that. On the injury front, we're still without White and Formenton for an extended period of time, and Austin Watson is maybe coming back during this particular stream today, but yeah. We're 14th in the conference, out of 16 teams, of course, so we're not doing all that great, so we're gonna need to turn our fortunes around somehow. Alright, so, yeah, we have injuries, but it's part of the game. I think that's pretty much it for what I want to look at. Alright, so we are going to be in Chicago today, November 1st. We're going to be playing 2 games in 2 nights in Chicago and then in Minnesota against the Wild. Now, ironically, the Sens in real life are playing the Wild tonight in Ottawa, so that's a thing. But yeah, we're going to be on the road for a couple games, then we're going to be home a little bit. Alright, so the Hawks are 4-5 this season so far. Let's take a look at their lineup. Alright, so Caleb Jones is out, not gonna play, and of course Andrew Shaw is not gonna play. He's, pretty much a non-factor at this point. Let's see, Fleury and Lankinen in net for Chicago, Calvin DeHaan, Jake McCain, Gustafsson, Stillman, Bodine, Murphy, and Seth Jones on D. Up front they have Kara, Kubalik, Lafferty, DeBrincat, Khrushchev, Eagle, Taves, Strom, Borgstrom, Kirby Dak, Patrick Kane, Brett Connolly, Tyler Johnson, and Carpenter. I think that's a winnable game here. Now let's see if we actually win it. That would be great. Alright, let's get this month underway and let's see if we can get some W's. Alright, Matt Murray is going to be starting. Oh, speaking of Matt Murray, congratulations on his childbirth. So he's going to be missing today's game against Minnesota to be with his family. Hey, FJ, what's up? So Matt Murray in net for us, Marc-Andre Fleury in net. Hey, Kel the best, what's up? And Marc-Andre Fleury in net for Chicago. Martin St. Louis, the best coach, huh? Alright, so let's get things going. Go Sens! Oh, 2-1 win here in extras. So Martin St. Louis, best coach. So FJ meet Kel the best. Kel the best meet FJ. FJ has been following me for a very long time. He's from Norway. Sorry, I don't know if you wanted for me to divulge that, but yeah. All right, so a 2-1 road victory to start the month. That's pretty good. We were outshot 30-26. You mean they haven't found your prints on a murder weapon yet? All right, so we were outshot 30-26. Tyler Ennis was the first star of the game. He had a goal. Tyler Johnson was the second star with an assist, and Connor Brown was the third star with a goal. All right, nobody scored in the first period. Then the Blackhawks scored in the second period. It was 1-0 Chicago after 2. So we showed some character here. Connor Brown. Oh, look at that. So Connor Brown tied the game, right? From Dylan Gambrell and Thomas Shabbat. And then Tyler Ennis scored right as the buzzer went at the end of the third period. That was a power play goal from Mason Shaw. It was a 2-1 victory there. Yeah. Alright, so a 2-1 win. Alright. Alright, so we're back to playing 500 here with a nice little win in Chicago. I still cannot believe how long it takes for the day-to-day sim to go through compared to historical. Oh, I'm getting hungry already. I just started the stream too. Dang. I'm gonna need to stash some cookies here or something. Alex Ovechkin extends his goal streak to 6 games. He had a goal against the Lightning. Eugene Melnick is satisfied with my work. Alright. Cole Lind was claimed off waivers by Columbus. The Flames claimed former Ottawa Senator Max McCormick off of waivers. Oh, the Coyotes got Morgan Geekie. Oh, you finally did, FJ? So you overcame your stadium? Ryan Donato was also claimed off waivers from Arizona. And there's been a trade between Florida and Boston, so Kel, the best team, made a trade here. E2, Louis Torreinen was traded to Boston for a third-round draft pick. Okay. Alright, so there's a bunch of players here that are on waivers now. Let's see if I can find somebody in here that I want, and I don't think that I do. Alright, so Dominique Simon, Anton Bleed, Brendan Gould, Eric Robinson, Travis Boyd, Sonny Milano, Josh Maura, Christian Fisher, and Martin Bakos are all on waivers. I won't put a claim on any of those guys. Okay, that's not bad. What do you mean you don't understand how waivers work? What is it you don't understand about? Maybe I can help you figure it out. Alright, second game of the month. We're going to be in Minnesota to play against the Wild. Alright, we have not played them this season. Wild is 3-5 this season. Let's go ahead and see. How many home runs did Olsen hit? Alright, so Semi Niku with Minnesota now is not going to play, and Matt Boldy is also not going to be there, although he's kind of young. Alright, so Cam Talbot and Kakkonen in net, Goligoski, Kulikov, Brodin, Merrill, Spurgeon, Ben, and Dumba on D, Rask, Baddock, Greenway, Kaprizov, Cramarosa, Gaudreau, Artman, Sturm, Eric Sanek, Zuccarello, Foligno, Bustad, Anderson, and Fiala up front. So the Wild have a decent team. Right, so the way that waivers work in real life, to see who gets the dibs on the claim, for the first month of the season, they use the record from the prior season. And whenever you claim a player, you kind of go back at the top of or at the bottom of the list, right? So what probably happened here is that Arizona claimed Geeky, they put a claim on Geeky before they put a claim on, was it Donato that they also claimed? So Arizona probably had precedence in the list over me, so they got him, and then nobody put a claim on Donato, so they also got him. That's why they got two players. That's how it should be working anyway. That's how it would work in real life. 46 home runs, that's a pretty great. How many RBIs? Like, at least I would think 100, 110 with 46 bombs. Alright, Minnesota. Anton Forsberg in net, 2 games in 2 nights. We're going to go with our backup, Capo Kakkonen, in net for the Wild. And of course, go Sens. Another win, another one. 107, yeah, that's around where I would have thought that it would be at. So after the first month of this season for waivers, then it goes in reverse order of the worst record in the league. So the team with the worst record gets first dibs, but whenever you claim a player, you go at the bottom, back at the bottom of the list. Alright, so a 3-2 win for the Sens there on the road against the Wild. So 2 back-to-back wins in 2 nights on the road. We outshot Minnesota 25-24 in that game. Connor Brown was the first star, he had a goal. Alex Goligoski was the second star with a goal. And Shane Pinto was the third star with also a goal. Alright, so Shane Pinto opened up the scoring in the first from Zach Sanford and Thomas Chabot. It was 1-0 Ottawa after 1. Then in the second period, Connor Brown scored from Drake Batterson and Igor Sokolov. 2-0 Ottawa. Then Minnesota scored. It was 2-1 Ottawa after 2. Alright, then in the third period, Eric Brandstrom made it 3-1 from Tim Stutzel and Artem Zub. Then Kaprizov scored on the power play with 5:17 left to go in the third period, but the Wild could not tie the game. That was a 3-2 victory for the Sens. Alright. Thomas Chabot is hurt. If he's out for any amount of time, I am screwed. Oh, he's day to day. Okay, day to day I'll deal with. Well, it's 1 to 2 weeks technically. I'll keep him on the lineup for now, just in case he heals quickly. Oh yeah, that's true. You use that funky 20 to 80 rating. I don't like it. Alright, so Chabot is hurt. Sore Achilles. Oh, Panarin is day-to-day as well with calf cramps. There was no stopping Igor Sharangovich in New Jersey with a hat-trick against the Ducks. Christian Fischer was claimed off waivers by the Bruins. Bakos was claimed off waivers by the Stars. Brendan Gould was claimed off waivers by the Islanders. Josh Maura was claimed by the Sharks. I like the fake sense of security that the Stars give. I know that it probably doesn't make any sense. Like, something that I like to do when I play, but I do it only when I play fictional for some reason, is that I'm going to play the first year like with all the ratings and everything, and then starting season 2 I play as stats only. So the stars are kind of vague, like they're misleading, kind of like in franchise hockey manager. Oh, there's some. Okay, so Jesper Froden is on waivers. Chad Rudel as well. Alex Biega and Scott Mayfield as well. It is. That's why I like it. I'm not claiming any of those guys. Alright, Nathan Bastian has been put on waivers. And so did Cody Eakin. Alright, a good night for Rocco Grimaldi. He had 3 goals and an assist against the Oilers. Good game for Mikael Granlund in that same game. He had 4 assists. Memorable night for Leon Draisaitl. He had 4 assists in that same game. Oh. And Jesper Froden was claimed off waivers by the Devils. You have to trust your scouts. And the game generates stats for like fake stats for their like college years and stuff. So you have to trust your scouts and what the stats show you, but stats in college are always inflated because of course guys that are supposed to go in the top rounds are gonna be batting, 389. Alright, Vegas is in town now. Vegas is a really good team. They are 7-2. They are a really good team in real life too. Let's take a look. Alright, so they have a lot of injuries. So William Carrier is hurt, not gonna play. Matthias Janmark is injured, not gonna play. Brett Howden is hurt, not gonna play. Nolan Patrick is hurt, not gonna play. Jack Eichel is hurt, not gonna play. And Nicolas Roy is hurt and not gonna play. Among the players that are actually going to play, Logan Thompson in net with Robin Lehner, Ben Hutton, Braden McNabb, I think it's Nicholas Haig, yes. Alec Martinez, White Cloud, Coughlin, Pietrangelo, and Shea Theodore. Up front, they have Sven Barchi, Marcia So, Paxirati, Queenie, Brooks, Cutter, Stevenson, Carlson, Kolishar, Evgeny Dadonov, former Ottawa Senator of 1 season, Riley Smith, and of course, Mark Stone. Alright, let's beat Vegas for a little bit and be a little bit on a roll here. Well, yeah, of course, Dadonov played mostly in Florida. He was really good there. It was more of a joke that we got him for 1 year and he really underperformed with the Suns, so we shipped him out. Alright, back home, we won our last 2 games. Logan Thompson is going to be in net for Vegas. Matt Murray is the goaltender for the Suns. And of course, go Suns! Oh, another win, 5-4. They're all 1-goal wins, but I'm going to take them. So a 5-4 win for the Suns there over Vegas. We outshot Vegas 42-32. Nick Paul was the first star of the game. He had an assist. Alex Pietrangelo was the second star with 2 goals. And Mason Shaw, that I claimed off waivers, was the third star with 2 assists. 15,874 people in attendance for this game. Yep, 3 wins in a row. And I know I don't have François Gravel. That's the wrong era. You're going to need to find somebody else that you want to cheer for. I know it might be hard because it's real life and, it's the Suns and it's not your favorite team. Alright, so Vegas opened up the scoring in the first. Then Josh Brown scored his 2nd goal of the season. Jesus. from Tyler Ennis and Nick Holden. Then Igor Sokolov scored from Eric Brandstrom and Mason Shaw. That was Igor Sokolov's first NHL goal. That was 2-1 Ottawa after 1. Then in the second period, Eric Brandstrom scored on the power play from Mason Shaw and Zach Sanford. Then Vegas came to within 1 with a goal, and then we scored 2 more goals. Nikita Zaitsev from Chris Tierney and Nick Paul, and then Drake Batterson from Brady Tkachuk and Josh Norris made it 5-2 Ottawa after 2. In the third period, the Knights scored twice to come to within 1. It was a 5-4 game, but we held on and we won. We also had a fight between Josh Brown and former Ottawa Senator Mark Stone. Alright. Oh dear God, Victor Mete and Nick Holden both got hurt in that game, and I'm already down Thomas Chabot. That's not good. Sokolov converts to right wing. That's great. Okay, Holden is day to day. Oh, Zub is hurt as well. Mete is 1 to 2 weeks. Oof, okay. That was a rough game. Look at my D. How? Alright. Crap. I don't really have a choice. I'm going to need to put Chabot and Mete on injured reserve. And I'm going to need to recall 2 defensemen. Alright, it's probably gonna be Bernard Ducker and Thompson. Well, I mean, I could, but I'd like to continue to win games. Alright, so yeah, that was a rough game. We lost quite a few defensemen. Zub is gonna need to play hurt. To go ahead and get Sam Montembeault. God, why do you do that to me? Yeah, maybe after this season. Alright, oh yeah, I'm sure that you're doing that out of pure love. A night to remember for Austin Matthews. He had 3 goals and an assist against the Lightning, which is our next opponent. Oh yeah, I can feel the love all the way over here, man. It's crossing an entire ocean all the way to me. Ooh, okay. Let's see, so Pavel Francouz has been put on waivers by the Avalanche. Zach Cashin on waivers from Edmonton. So is Perlini, and Brian Boyle has been put on waivers from Pittsburgh. Philip Forsberg extends his goal streak to 5 games. He had a goal against the Canucks. Good night for Ricard Raquel. He had a hat-trick against the Arizona Coyotes. And will Jonathan Toews be traded? Who knows? Alright, so we're hosting Tampa Bay, whom I'm sure don't have nearly as many injuries as we do. Alright, so Tampa Bay is 7-1-2. That's good for 3rd in the conference. Alright, let's take a look. They do have a couple injuries, but not as many as us. So Zach Bogosian is hurt, not gonna play. Brent Seabrook, of course, let's forget about him. Corey Perry did get hurt during my sim, so he's not gonna be there. And Steven Stamkos is hurt and not gonna play this game. Alright, so they have Brian Elliott and Vasilevsky in net. Edmund McDonough, Radish, Ruda, Cernak, Foot, and Sergachev on D. Pat Maroon, Palat, Killorn, Joseph Kachuk, Belmar, Point, Cirelli, Colton, Tufto, Sumpy, Reifers, Kucherov, and Radish up front. Can we make it 4 wins in a row? With the state of my D, I am not sure, but I want to believe in my team. So Vasilevsky is going to be in net for Tampa Bay. We're going with Anton Forsberg. Go Sens! Oh, 4 wins in a row. 3-1 victory over the Lightning. My, oh my. We were outshot 32-31 in that game. Josh Norris was the first star of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Nikita Kucherov was the second star with a goal. And Josh Brown was the third star with another goal. Alright, 17,000 even were in the stands for that game. Yeah, DJ Smith, the best coach. Sure thing. Alright, Tampa Bay opened up the scoring in the first, but shortly after Josh Norris scored unassisted, it was tied at 1 after 1. Then in the... Oh, it was Josh Norris. Did I say Josh Norris or Josh Brown? Anyway, Josh Brown scored his goal in the second period. That's his third of the season from Nick Paul and Shane Pinto. 2-1 Ottawa after 2. Then in the third period, Drake Batterson scored from Josh Norris and Artem Zub. 3-1 Ottawa, the final score. Awesome. Oh dear God, what's going on? Are we playing Hockey Mutant? What was the game where there were like lava pits and everything on the ice? Is that what we're playing? Lassie Thompson is hurt. Oh dear God. Alright. Just like real life Sens, we're all hurt or COVID or some stuff. DJ Smith might be the best coach, but I don't think my trainer is the best trainer. Victor Olofsson extends his goal streak to 5 games with 2 goals against the Red Wings. Yevgeny Dadonov keeps fans on their feet all night. He had a hat-trick against the Habs. Big game for Alex Ovechkin. He had 4 goals and an assist against the Flyers on his way to beat Gretzky's record. Mikko Rantanen is hurt in Colorado. He's going to miss 6 months with a fractured skull. Yeah, that's going to hurt Colorado. Yeah, that's probably what happened, huh? Alright, so Brett Ritchie is on waivers, Trevor Lewis is on waivers, and Michael Kempney is on waivers, and how long is Lassie Thompson out for? Day-to-day as well. Can you no, he won't be able to. Oh. It's getting rough out there, folks. Alright, 2 days off. I'm hoping one of my D can play so that I don't have to bring somebody back up. Then we play another team that should be hitting a lot and be rough, the Bruins. Oh dear God, why are there so many waivers? Alright, so Keegan Kalasar got suspended in Vegas. He's going to miss 2 games. Memorable night for Rocco Grimaldi again. Another hat-trick against the Hawks. Wow, he's on fire. And the Panthers made another trade. Let's see for Kel here. See if he's gonna like that one. Made a trade with the Islanders. So Logan Utsko has been shipped to the Islanders for a second-round draft pick that belongs to Colorado. So looks like the Panthers are piling up on picks, which is a little weird. They should be piling up on good players because they're first in the conference. Alright, let's see if there's any... Oh, maybe Lyubushkin? Oh, yes, let's get Brendan Lemieux. We can go and outbite the other team. Olli Mata? Calfoot, maybe? Calfoot, I feel like Calfoot wouldn't be a bad pick. Joey Anderson, Singan Taylor, Colton White, Dyson Mayo, Luke Shen, Ilya Lyubushkin, Nikola Milosh, Mason Geertson, and Christian Yarrow. Oh, I could repatriate Christian Yarrows. I won't do that. I think I'm going to put a claim on Calfoot. Let's see. Can you play? I mean, you can. You're still kind of young. I'm putting a claim on you. I have so many injuries on D that it seems like the thing to do. Alright, let's advance one more day, and then we're going to be in Boston to face off against the Bruins. Alright, Jay Beagle and Travis Boyd are on waivers. Anthony Duclair, the Duke, extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal against the Rangers. Your Panthers are doing good, Kel. And then Calfoot was claimed by me. Thank you. So that allows me to send Lassie Thompson back down. Since he's hurt and cannot play anyway. So there we go. And then Calfoot gets to play right away. I don't think that's a bad claim for me. I mean, I don't think he's gonna become a really great player, but he's young, he can get better. And I'm so decimated with injuries. Oh boy. Alright, in Boston, the Bruins are 3-5-1. That's good for 14th in the conference. That was us at the start of the stream. Let's take a look at their lineup. So Boston has Taylor Hall and Eric Alla that are hurt and not gonna play. Linus Ullmark and Swayman in net. I struggle with this guy's name. Garzalchuk, I think. Gerzik. This guy that wins you a Scrabble game by himself. Mike Riley, Forbert, Zboril, Selgren, McAvoy, Carlo, Grislick. Well, thank you. Brad Marchand, DeBrust, Frederick, Bergeron, Coyle, Nosek, Kapanen, Luosterainen, that they just got off of Florida. Curtis Lazar, Pasternak, Smith, Foligno, Fisher, and Stanika up front. And as we can see, there's something that really bugs me in Franchise Hockey Manager, and like, why did they strip Patrice Bergeron off of his captaincy to give it to David Pasternak? You see that in this game all the time. Like, if I go and check Washington, I'm sure that John Carlson is the captain now over Ovi. It makes absolutely zero sense. It's a minor thing, but it kind of bugs me. Alright, go Sens. Let's make it 5 games in a row. Anton Forsberg is going to be in net for the Sens. Linus Ullmark in net for Boston. Go Sens, go. Let's make it 5. What's going on? 5 straight wins for the Sens. 2-1 win in Boston. Another 1-goal game. We were outshot 34-28. Connor Brown was the first star of the game. He had an assist. Zboril was the second star with a goal, and Tim Stutzel was the third star with a goal as well. So all the scoring happened in the first period. Stutzel scored from Dylan Gambrell and Connor Brown, then Josh Norris from Mason Shaw and Brady Tkachuk. Then Boston scored. It was 2-1 after one, and that stayed all that time. And then there was a fight in the third period between Trent Frederick and Brady Tkachuk. All right, the Sens are on a roll. All right, Florida loses Brandon Montour to injury. He's out for 5 months. Oh, with a ruptured Achilles. Yikes. Why do you want for me to have a losing streak? A night to remember for Sidney Crosby. He had 4 assists against the Hawks. Alright, so Watson is feeling better. Artem Zub is feeling better. Yeah, I really could use a little bit of health. Alright, let's advance one more day. Shockingly, there was nobody on waivers. Alright, so Nick Holden feeling better, and Artem Zub is completely recovered. That's good. And we are now about to host the LA Kings. Right, what do we look like over here? Alright, so Holden. Okay. Good. Alright, the Kings are 5-7-1. Let's take a look at whom they have. So Quinton Byfield, of course, has that fractured ankle that he suffered in preseason. In real life, he's not gonna play. Yash Anderson is not gonna play either, and Matt Roy is also hurt. So up in net, the Kings have Cal Peterson and Jonathan Quick. On D, they have Edler, Bjornfoot, Anderson, Dursey, Walker, and Drew Doughty. Up front, they have Bert Kempe, Ketchev, Iafallo, Athanasiou, Lizat, Dano, Villardi, Kopitar, Furk, Moore, Brown, Arvidsson, and Keliev. Alright, are we gonna make it 6 wins in a row? Jonathan Quick in net for the Kings. Matt Murray back in net for the Sens. Go Sens! Oh, another win! That is 6 wins in a row. A 4-3 victory against the Kings. Alright, we were outshot 42-34 in that one. Dylan Gambrell was the first star of the game. He had 2 goals. Walker was the second star with an assist. And Nick Paul was the third star with 2 assists. 15,180 people in attendance for this game. The Kings scored twice in the first period. It was 2-0 LA after 1. Then in the second period, Drake Batterson scored from Brady Tkachuk and Josh Norris. Then Dylan Gambrell scored short-handed from Nick Paul and Nick Holden. It was tied at 2 after 2. Then in the third period, Nikita Zaitsev scored from Tyler Ennis and Nick Paul gave us the lead. Then the Kings tied the game, and then Dylan Gambrell scored the game winner with a little bit more than 3 minutes left to go in the third period from Cal Foote getting his first point as a Senator, and Connor Brown 4-3 the final score. Awesome 6 game winning streak. Sidney Crosby has another memorable game. He had 4 assists against Florida. Well, we're about to play Pittsburgh. I don't want him on a hot streak before we face them. Brian Rust has a good game as well. He had 3 goals and an assist in that same game. Ooh, it was a 7-1 trouncing of the Panthers. And Kolsar's back in the lineup in Vegas. Alright, 1 day off. Then we're hosting Pittsburgh. Zach Whitecloud and John Merrill are both on waivers. Leon Draisaitl is day-to-day with an injury. Nick Holden almost recovered. Thomas Chabot getting better. Victor Mete feeling better. Alright, so Sam Carrick is on the trading block, and we have a trade proposal from the Edmonton Oilers. Michael Kesselring for Josh Brown. Ooh. Alright, so those ratings are a little misleading. Should I make that trade? Or should I discuss the trade and try to get McDavid? I'm tempted to make that trade. Like as is. I'm doing it. There you go. I traded Josh Brown. And I can hear a lot of Sens fans all the way from Canada cheering for me. Alright, let's see if Kesselring is going to develop. Now I'm going to send him down. He's a little bit over his head here. Let's set his ratings here. Yeah, he's not ready. That's okay, he's 21. I'm gonna need to recall a defenseman. What does it say over here? Alright, if Chabot or Mete could get better here real quick, that'd be great. Alright, so I made a trade. Small trade. Josh Brown is gone, and I got a younger defenseman that may develop into something a little bit better. Alright, Pittsburgh is in town. I'm gonna run with 6 defensemen even right now. Oh, I forgot to look at the pens. Alright, so Pittsburgh is 5-6-1. That's good for 13th in the conference. Alright, so Malkin is still out. As we saw, Crosby is back. He's doing totally fine with that wrist. Tristan Jarry and DeSmith are in net. Why is Brian Dumoulin the captain over Sidney Crosby? Alright, Mike Madison, Peterson, Bartkowski, Letang, Friedman, and Marino on D. McGinn, Schaller, Zucker, Gunzel, Ashton Reese, Carter, Bluger, Crosby, not even an assistant anymore, Zorna, Rodriguez, Ross, Kapanen, Angelo, and Einen up front. They still have a really good team. Are we going to make it 7 wins in a row? Tristan Jarry in net for Pittsburgh, Anton Forsberg in net for us. Yeah, that has to be that. Crosby is so weak. I mean, he was hurt. He doesn't deserve the captaincy anymore. That's gonna teach him for getting hurt. All right, go Sens, go! Oh, our first loss of the month, first loss of the stream, a 5-2 loss. I should never have traded Josh Brown. He was the glue of the team. 5-2 loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins. We were outshot 31-28. Sidney Crosby was the first star of the game. He had 2 goals and an assist. Freeman was the second star with 2 assists, and Byron Rust was the third star with 2 assists. 16,532 people in attendance for the game. Pittsburgh scored first in the first period. Then they scored again in the second. Then Tim Stützle scored from Eric Brandstrom and Dylan Gambrell. It was 2-1 Pittsburgh at that point. Then Crosby scored again, made it 3-1 Pittsburgh. We scored. It was Drake Batterson's 5th from Josh Norris. We were within a goal, but then Pittsburgh scored twice in the third period to put the game away. We lost 5-2. Yep, that's the best advanced stat. That's for sure. Alright, so I guess I wasn't going to win every single game, right? Oh, I could get Branson back. No. Alright, William Nylander extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal against the Buffalo Sabres. A night to remember for Dylan Larkin. He had a hat-trick against Montreal. Memorable night for Victor Hedman. He had 5 assists against the Panthers. Oh, the Panthers got clobbered 11-3 against the Lightning. And Hedman with 5 assists. What happened? Steven Stamkos extends his goal streak to 5 games with 2 goals and 2 assists in that same game. Oh, Quinn Hughes is out with a ruptured tendon in his finger. He's going to be out for 3 months. That's going to hurt them. Zach Whitecloud was claimed by the Flames off waivers. Nick Holden is completely recovered, and Victor Mete is feeling a little bit better. And we're hosting the Flames. Alright, Flames are 6-7-1. They have Tyler Pitlick, that's not gonna play. Other than that, they should be healthy. Vladar and Markstrom in net. Zadorov, Shillington, Anifin, Stone, Tanev, Anderson, and Whitecloud on D. Lucic, Coleman, Zube, Gaudreau, McCormick, Peltier, Godin, Backlund, Lindholm, Richardson, Monahan, Philp, Mangiapane, and Matthew Tkachuk up front. Alright, let's turn things around already. I don't like losing streaks. Alright, Dan Vladar is in net for Calgary. We're going to go with Matt Murray. Go Sens! Oh, another loss, 3-2 this time. The injuries are starting to catch up to us. Or it's the Josh Brown curse, one of the other. We did outshoot Calgary 46-35, so we got robbed. Johnny Gaudreau was the first star of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Drake Batterson was the second star with a goal. And Dan Vladar was the third star with 44 saves in the win. 15,618 people in attendance for that one. Calgary opened up the scoring in the first. It was 1-0 Calgary after 1. And in the second period, Drake Batterson scored from Brady Tkachuk and Jacob Bernard Docker. It was tied at 1. Then Calgary scored, made it 2-1 Calgary after 2. Calgary scored again in the third to take a 2-goal lead. Then Nick Paul scored from Chris Tierney. We were back to within 1 with 2:50 left to go in the game. But we couldn't tie the game, and we lost 3-2. I could really use Thomas Chabot back. Oh, well, speaking of which, he's starting to feel better. Yanni Akanpa has been put on waivers by Dallas. Charles Hudon on waivers from Tampa Bay. Tanner Kero on waivers from Dallas. And Rhett Garner from Dallas as well. Alright, we have a day off, and then we're going to be in New Jersey to face the Devils, who have a really good record so far this season. Chase DeLeo's been put on waivers, so did Xavier Ouellet. Right, Steven Stamkos extends his goal streak to 6 games. He had a goal against the Islanders. Victor Mete might be back soon. And then we have a trade proposal from the Columbus Blue Jackets. They are offering me Tim Berni for Nikita Zaitsev. I'm going to say no to that. I need Zaitsev at the moment. At another time, I might have made that trade. All right. Yeah, let's play New Jersey. They are 11-3 so far this season, so a really good record for them. They're second in the conference. No injuries. Well, that's going to help. So Bernie and Blackwood in net for the Devils, Graves, White, Sigan, Taylor, Smith, Russo, Hamilton, Severson, and PK Subban on D. Up front they have Johnson, Quokanen, Zaka, Wood, McLeod, Boggy, Bullet, Nico Isher, Jack Hughes, Gauthier, VC, Sharangovich, Bratt, and Froden. All right. Let's beat the Devils. Let's stop that losing streak at 2. Anton Forsberg back in net for the Sens. Jonathan Bernier in net for the Devils. Go Sens! Ooh, another 3-2 loss. We're losing all the ground we made. Alright, so 3-2 defeat in New Jersey. Oh God, we couldn't score on a hot goaltender again. 45-22 the shots for us. Froden was the first star of the game. He had 2 assists. Adam Goddett was the second star with a goal. And Jonathan Bernier was the third star with 43 saves. Devils scored first in the first period. Then Adam Goddett scored from Nick Holden and Zach Sanford, tied at 1 after 1. New Jersey scored twice in the second period, 3-1 New Jersey after 2. Then in the third period, Nikita Zaitsev scored on the power play. He said, "Thank you for not trading me," from Chris Tierney. It was 3-2 at that point. It was about at the halfway point of the period, but we couldn't tie the game, and we lost 3-2. I need Thomas Chabot back, just like the Sens in real life. Alright, so Brett Howden and Stefan Matteau are available on waivers. Ooh, Austin Matthews is hurt. He's day-to-day, though. Kirill Kaprizov is hurt in Minnesota. He's going to miss 4 weeks with a fractured foot, so that's going to hurt the Wild a little. Oh, Chase DeLeo was claimed off waivers by the Avalanche. Thomas Chabot is almost recovered. Victor Mete is good to go, so we're going to get him back. Alright, and I'm going to send Bernard Ducker down. Alright, we're going to advance one day, and then we're going to be hosting the Nashville Predators. Oh, dear God. Montreal's trying to pass me some garbage. Alright, Curtis Lazar, former Ottawa Senator that ate a hamburger straight out of the ice, has been put on waivers. Nicolas Baudin is out for 7 months in Chicago. Alright, see you next year. Broken kneecap. Thomas Chabot says, "Put me in." Alright, that I can definitely use. And Montreal wants to trade me Cameron Hillis for Chris Tierney. I don't think so. I say no. You know that the offer is bad when I refuse to trade Chris Tierney. Alright, let's get Chabot back in the lineup. Alright, we're starting to have a healthy team here. Alright, and I guess... can I set him down? Yeah, there you go. Whoever wanted Zaitsev can get him for free now. Oh wait, I'm running with 22 players. I didn't have to do that. Well, that was a rookie mistake. We'll see if he clears. I'll just bring him back. Alright, we're hosting Nashville. Nashville is 8-7-1, so a pretty similar record to ours. Let's take a look at Nashville here. No injuries in Nashville, so Jussi Saros and Rittich in net. Ekholm, Yossi, Ajek, Murphy, Carrier, Myers, Belpedio, Fabro on D up front, Matt Duchesne, Cousins, Forsberg, Trenin, Talvainen, Smith, Johansson, Sissons, Granlund, Grimaldi, who's on fire apparently, Jeannot, Kunin, and Tomasino. Alright, go, Sens, go. Jussi Saros in net for Nashville. Matt Murray in net for the Sens. Go Sens! Oh, we're back to winning. We won 2-1 in overtime. So a close one again, but it's a win anyway. Oh, we were outshot 40-27 in that one. That's the elevator rule, right? We're getting back some karma here. Brady Tkachuk was the first star of the game with a goal, Jeannot was the second star with a goal, and Matt Murray was the third star with a 39 save performance. 16,079 people in attendance for this game. Brady Tkachuk scored in the first period, short-handed. Wow, Brady killing a penalty here. From Josh Norris, 1-0 Ottawa after 1. Nobody scored in the second period, and then in the third with 11 seconds left to go, Tanner Jeannot scored to send the game to overtime, but in overtime, Tim Stützle was the hero with 3 seconds left to go in overtime. He scored his fifth from Drake Batterson and Thomas Chabot, 2-1 victory. Nick Holden has improved. I don't think anybody claims Zaitsev, so I can get him back. Yeah, nobody wanted Zaitsev for free. All right. We have a day off, and then we're going to be playing against the Rangers. So FJ, you think that where do you think that Montreal's going to trade Chiarot to for a first? I've heard Colorado and St. Louis. Alright, so Slater Kukuk has been put on waivers by Edmonton. Oh, Cruikshank is feeling better, that's good. And trade rumor, Sam Annis might be traded by St. Louis. Yeah, maybe you would. Alright, Rangers are in town. They are 8-1. They are 10th in the conference. We played the Rangers already, beat them 3-1. Let's play them again and beat them again. Igor Shesterkin is going to be in net for the Rangers. It's going to be tough. He's a really good goaltender. Anton Forsberg in net for us. Go Sens! And we lost 3-2 at home. We're playing in a lot of one-goal games. We outshot the Rangers 36-33. Keandre Miller was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Shane Pinto was the second star with an assist. And Artemi Panarin was the third star with a goal and 2 assists. 15,193 people in attendance for the game. Rangers scored first in the first period. Then we tied the game in the second. Nick Paul scored from Connor Brown and Shane Pinto. Made it 1-1. Then the Rangers scored twice, and it was 3-1 Rangers after 2. Then in the third period, Artem Zub scored from Dylan Gambrell and Drake Batterson. It was a 3-2 Rangers victory. All right, Luke Philp has been put on waivers. So did Justin Darling. Big game for Nico Isher. He had 4 assists against the Lightning. All right, one day off, and then we're going to be in Colorado against the Avalanche. That should be a tough game. Blake Lizotte and Liash Anderson have both been put on waivers by the Kings. Maple Leafs lose Morgan Rielly to strained medial collateral ligament, out for 5 weeks. So a strained MCL, out for 5 weeks for Morgan Rielly. Dawson Brown played in 1,250 games in his career. Didn't score a point. That was against Arizona. Dawson Brown is 37 years old and he's a 3-star player. So... All right, in Colorado to face the Avalanche. Avalanche is 7-7. Now they have Samuel Girard, that's hurt. Kyle McCarr is hurt. And Mikko Rantanen is hurt. So they have a lot. They have 3 really good players hurt. Right, so Miska and Kumper in net. Johnson, Byron, Taves, McCown, Gross, Johnson, and Murray on D. Tony Nato, Nikushkin, Landeskog, DeLeo, Tyler Jost, Newhook, Kadri, McKinnon, Sherwood, Obi Kubel, Comfort, Elm, Burakowski, and Bocage up front. Let's win this game. Right, playing in Colorado, Matt Murray in net for the Sens, Hunter Miska in net for Colorado. Go Sens! 6-3 victory in Colorado. Oh, look at that. We outshot Colorado 48-33. We generate a lot of shots. I like that. Thomas Chabot was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Drake Batterson was the second star with 2 assists. And Tim Stutzel was the third star with a goal and an assist. Thomas Chabot opened up the scoring in the first from Josh Norris and Brady Tkachuk. It was 1-0 Ottawa after 1. Then in the second period, Colorado scored twice, took a 2-1 lead. Then Eric Brandstrom tied the game on the power play from Chris Tierney and Tyler Ennis. But then Colorado scored, made it 3-2 Colorado, heading into the third period. And then in the third period, we scored 4 unanswered goals. Connor Brown scored his 5th from Tim Stutzel and Nick Holden. Then Adam Goddett from Thomas Chabot and Drake Batterson. Tim Stutzel from Dylan Gambrell and Thomas Chabot. And then Brady Tkachuk from Josh Norris and Drake Batterson. Nice 6-3 comeback game here. Nice victory for the Suns. Pretty happy with that. Chris Letang has reached 600 points in his career. He had a 2-assist game against the Jets. Chris Letang is 34 years old and he's a 4-star player, so Austin Watson feeling better. We might see him back soon. All right, we have a day off, and then we're going to be in San Jose. Austin Watson feeling better still. Oh, looks like Zach Sanford is hurt. Yeah, he's not going to be able to play. Alright, we are in San Jose to play the Sharks. Sharks are 8-10. We did play them in Ottawa earlier this season, and it was a 5-2 win for us. So let's win in San Jose as well, and make it official that we are better than the Sharks. Anton Forsberg is in net for the Sens. James Reimer in net for San Jose. Go Sens! Oh, 8-5 loss. No, we didn't win that one. We didn't get the goaltending. Oh god, yeah. We were outshot 35-26. Barabanov was the first star of the game with a hat-trick, 3 goals. Market-War Vlasic was the second star with 3 assists, and Peterson was the third star with a goal and 2 assists. So the Sharks scored first in the first period, and it was 1-0 San Jose after 1. Then Cal Foote scored his first of the season, first as a Senator in the second period from Shane Pinto. Then Tim Stützle scored from Dylan Gambrell and Connor Brown. It was 2-1 Ottawa. Then San Jose scored. It was 2-2. We took the lead back. Shane Pinto scored shorthanded from Nick Paul and Artem Zub. But then San Jose tied the game before the end of the period. It was 3-3 going into the third period. In the third period, the Sharks scored twice. It was 5-3. Then we tied the game. Drake Batterson from Tim Stützle, and then Cal Foote scored his second goal of the game from Nick Paul and Adam Goddett. It was tied at 5, but then the Sharks scored 3 goals after that, and it was the end. Yeah. Wow. That's not a penalty you see very often. In fact, I can't even remember if I've seen it before. A penalty for embellishment. It might have been there before, but yeah, it's rare. Alright, so 8-5 loss in San Jose. Now that stings. That's not a great game. Yeah, there was a new patch yesterday, I think, so that might be part of that. I have never seen a penalty for embellishment before. Oskar Sundqvist has been put on waivers by the Blues. Big game for Alexander Barabanov. As we saw, he had a hat-trick. Jeff Skinner has a great game in Buffalo. He had a hat-trick against the Bruins. Oh, dear God, 13-4. Did we go back in time in the 80s or something? Like 8-5 game, 13-4. Wow. Prolific passing night for Mike Riley in Boston. In that same game, he had 5 assists. Blake Wheeler has recorded 1,000 games in his career. He had a goal to celebrate that. That was against the Columbus Blue Jacket. Blake Wheeler is 35 and a 4-star player. And Austin Watson is almost ready to go. 13-4. Jesus. Right, then we have a day off, and then we're in Anaheim. So in real life, I assisted that game in person. We were gifted tickets. They were really good tickets. They were $800 a piece tickets. Sadly, the Sens lost 4-0 in that game. Matthias Janmark has been put on waivers by Vegas. Austin Watson is completely recovered. That is good news. Let's bring him back. And as a result, our friend Sokolov is going to go down. Oh, Sokolov is improving too. He can go and improve some more in the minors. We'll get you back. We'll get you back. All right, let's see if my sim is gonna do better than real life Sens here. All right, so the Ducks are 9-11. Oh dear God, what's going on in Anaheim? We gave them the plague that we had. Alright, so Kessler, obviously, not gonna be playing. Hampus Lindholm is hurt, not gonna play. Rafferty is hurt, not gonna play. Max Comtois is hurt, not gonna play. Ryan Getzlaff is hurt, not gonna play. Alright. Matt Murray in net for the Sens. John Gibson in net for Anaheim. Go Sens! Oh yeah, we capitalized on all of those injuries and we won 2-1. So my sim did better than real life. I would have appreciated a win while I was in California. Sadly, we lost both games. Right, Anaheim outshot us 33-29 in that game. Mason Shaw was the first star of the game. He had 2 assists. Adam Henrique was the second star with a goal. And Tyler Ennis was the third star with a goal as well. Alright, so Anaheim scored first in the first period. Then Tyler Ennis scored from Shane Pinto and Mason Shaw. It was tied at 1 here after 1. Nobody scored in the second period. And then in the third, Drake Batterson scored from Thomas Chabot and Mason Shaw. And we ran away with a 2-1 win here. Oh, Josh Norris is day-to-day with an injury. And then Shane Pinto improves at left wing. Okay, well, they're both day-to-day, so I'm not going to do anything about it. I said I've got it, that can come in. Alright, and then the next day, I took the train all the way to LA, and then I went and assisted to that game with JT Dutch. We met in person for the first time, and the Sens lost that game as well. So let's see if we can do better in the sim. Oh, there's a lot of waivers here, so Colin Blackwell, Nolan Stevens, Jordy Ben, Zach McEwen, Tomasz Nosek, and Jake Evans of the Montreal Canadiens has been put on waivers. Ooh, Logan Shaw extends his goal streak to 5 games in the American League with a goal and an assist against the Laval Rocket. Matthias Janmark was claimed off waivers by the Bruins. Zach Sanford is feeling better. And Adam Clendening has been put on the trading block by the Flyers. Elite fourth liner, yeah, that's pretty much his. I don't think that he's going to be much, maybe a third liner, but I don't think he's going to be any higher than that. Alright, so we're in LA to play the Kings. Kings have dropped to 6-11-2. We did play them earlier at home. It was a 4-3 win. Let's make me happy, since I was in the stands. Alright, Anton Forsberg is going to be in net for that one. Jonathan Quick in net for the Kings. Go Suns! Oh, we lost 4-3 in overtime. We do get a point, but yeah. We outshot the Kings 33-32. Kaleyev was the first star of the game. He had a goal. Batterson was the second star with an assist, and Kempe was the third star with an assist as well. Kings scored first in the first period, then Chris Tierney tied the game from Zaitsev and Thomas Chabot. Then the Kings took the lead again, and then we tied again. Adam got it from Zach Sanford and Thomas Chabot. It was tied at 2 after 1. Then in the second period, Tyler Ennis scored from Drake Batterson. Then the Kings tied the game. And then we went into overtime, and nobody scored in overtime, so that went into a shootout where everybody missed except for Sean Walker, of all people, and who scored the game winner. Alright, so we lost in the shootout. And I believe that was our last game of the month of November. So Barbashev has been put on waivers by the Blues. Logan Brown has been put on waivers by the Blues. And Steven Santini has been put on waivers by the Blues as well. Wow, the Blues are really moving things around. Barbashev could be interesting, but yeah, I'm really more looking for a defenseman, and Santini's not gonna cut it. Pittsburgh Gunzel is injured for 4 weeks. Got hurt with a sprained ankle against Montreal, so Gunzel out in Pittsburgh for a month. Excellent passing leads to productive night for Tyson Barrie in Edmonton. He had 4 assists against Vegas. Zach Sanford is feeling better. Let's go ahead and advance that. Oh, Anthony Beauvillier is suspended with the Islanders. He's going to miss 6 games. I noticed that there's not nearly as many suspensions when you play current day. When you play historical, there's suspensions almost every day. Really not a whole lot. And it's a lot more realistic when you play current day. Although I'm not sure that getting 6 games for Beauvillier, I don't think, that he's been suspended many times. But anyway. Well, Thomas Hertel is hurt in San Jose. He's going to miss a month, 4 weeks. Got hurt against Chicago. He has a separated shoulder. And Zach Sanford is completely recovered. Alright, so we're getting our scouting report. Alright, we have one more day to sim here. Nico Mikola has been put on waivers by the Blues. Strong night for Ryan Ellis with the Flyers. He had 4 assists against the Islanders. Shane Gostisbehere had a good game for Arizona. He had 4 assists as well against the Wild. Ryan Dzingel in that same game had a hat-trick. Our top-selling jerseys in Ottawa: Matt Murray, Thomas Chabot, Anton Forsberg, Tyler Ennis, and Connor Brown. That I'd like to take a look at. Okay, so Del Zotto lost some speed, Scott Sabourin lost some acceleration, Nick Holden lost some acceleration, and Austin Watson lost some acceleration. So guys that were already not all that quick are even less quick. Alright, and the top 20 jerseys sold in the NHL for the month of November. Of course, no Sens in there. Austin Matthews is first. And the players of the month in November in the NHL were Spencer Knight and Sidney Crosby. All right. Let me go ahead and save that before I lose power. I had a pretty decent month. I mean, I don't think anybody would have put any money on me being 12-9-1 at the end of November. So we're doing all right as far as that goes. However, we're 9th in the conference, so even at 12-9-1, as it stands, that's not good enough for playoffs, so we need to do even better. That's gonna be hard to be doing better. Now we can do better if my first line can produce a little bit more. They haven't been producing all that much yet, so if they can kind of wake up a little bit, I think we can win a few more games. But yeah. So we still have some injuries, sadly. And let's take a look at the standings. Yeah, we're right outside of a playoff spot here. Of course, it's still early in the season. The Kings and the Blackhawks are the two worst teams in the league, and in the East, the worst team is the Red Wings, and then Montreal is also not doing too hot, and neither are the Columbus Blue Jackets. So Montreal is struggling kind of like in real life. Even then, they're doing better than real life Montreal Canadiens because they have 9 wins in November. Montreal had 8 wins as of, 5 days ago. So, alright. Well, sorry man, that's the truth. I cannot control that. Alright, let's take a look at our stats. Now, we are not an offensive juggernaut, so... Alright, so Batterson has 16 points in 22 games, Tim Stützle 13 in 22, Connor Brown 11 in 22, Gambrell 11 in 20, Ennis 10 in 19, Sanford 10 in 20, Norris 10 in 21, Shabbat 10 in 15. Yeah, Brady Tkachuk needs to do better. 9 points in 22 games. He needs to lead the way here. Alright. So Mason Shaw, that I picked up on waivers, is doing pretty good. 9 points in 13 games. Maybe he's going to be the secret to my success going forward or something. Alright, let's take a look in the entire league. Ovechkin is the best goal scorer with 18 goals. That makes sense. I'm good with that. Pacioretty, the best passer. Not sure about that. 26 assists. And the best scorer in the entire league is Pacioretty with 34 points. Kucherov is second. Ovechkin, Forsberg, Duclair. Oh, that sneeze. Right, and the goaltenders. Do we have anybody showing up anywhere? We don't. Well, Matt Murray has 8 wins. But, like, for save percentage or goals saved above average, we don't show up there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save all of that. And we're gonna go ahead and stop here for today. So we did pretty good, 12-9-1. Pretty happy with that record. Not sure how I can really make the team better. It's probably gonna need to come through a trade. But yeah, I could probably use a little bit of help for Shabbat back there. But anyway, alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for today. As usual, I want to thank you for tuning in, and if you're watching this on YouTube later and you like the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you folks next time. Thank you.